Thank you for tuning in today. So the views and opinions that you hear today are variations of individuals within the community. We're not here trying to minimize the female, males, single life, or relationship, but we're simply trying to provide clarity and have the truth be told. So I'm going to introduce everyone. Today, my name is Kurt Faustin. I'm 26. Go ahead.
My name is Casey, 28.
My name's Michelle, I'm 30.
My name's Misha. Hi, Boston.
And I'm Peaches, I'm 30.
Okay. And the first topic we are going to discuss today is the rules of dating. My question is chivalry dead?
Yes, it is.
How so?
Don't nobody do it no more. I haven't experienced it in a long. I don't even think I have experienced it. I don't know about you guys.
I know there's a couple of gentlemen still out there like doing their thing.
So you guys are qualifying a gentleman has to have chivalry. Is that what you said?
I haven't experienced it.
It's to his benefit if he does.
Yeah.
How about yourself?
I mean, I have to agree with that. I mean, that's how my dad raised me. You know what I'm saying? Open the door for a lady. You know, just be respectful. Just, you know, the things that would make her feel comfortable around you and let her know, like, hey, you know, he really respects me, to stand and third. I mean, I do think it's dead. It's not something today's ladies like to see, you know, because they think it's. And I'm not saying you guys up here, but I'm just saying the majority. They don't. They look at it like it's a weakness. Like,
No, I think what you said, the first thing that you said, the key point is you said your dad taught you. And I just think that these days it's not taught to the new generations as men, and it's not taught to the new generations as women, because so many women aren't experiencing, they don't even know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So they're interpreting it for something else. So I think that's where the key problem comes in, is what is chivalry? Like,
Yeah, but like you said, your father taught you that, so you have to be taught stuff in order to express those type ways to any type of woman. Like, if you're not shown that, you're not going to know how to treat any woman with chivalry, pay for meals, do anything. You're going to be the dependent to be paid for all the time. Yeah, so you know, I mean, you have to be taught things in order to know something. So
And
that starts at home.
Yeah, I definitely agree. But it definitely says something about the male when he takes that step. Like when I walk down the street and I see a guy holding a girl's hand or letting her go out of the car first or holding the door or something like that, I go, good job, bro. Because at the end of the day, he's the one that's taking the initiative. And she's going to feed off of his energy. Like, I think a lot of the time, men in Boston, they underestimate how much power they have. Like, you set the tone, and eventually she might be a little, you know, what do we call it? Like, damaged goods?
But see, my
like,
question,
we all got some issues.
my question is, why do I have to open doors, pay for meals, do this and the third?
It's called
Hold on. If I know the other individual, another guy's not doing it, and he's still getting the same benefits that I'm getting.
That's
so
a really good point.
So why am I going to do it if someone else isn't doing it and he's still getting the same benefits?
You have to set yourself apart from the next man, because although the next man might not be doing it, you don't know what she's thinking. She might be thinking he's no good or whatever, so you got to do what it takes to set yourself apart from the other guys.
No. But if you guys as in females do not have expectations of that, I don't have to live up to that, because mind you, myself, I can sound like bad individuals. I don't open doors. I naturally do not open doors. I will walk in the door.
Get you a little father. How about that?
I see what you're saying. Like, why do above and beyond if I'm on the same playing field as the next player?
Exactly.
But that's what's going to set you aside. So basically, if I see you and I'm dealing with this guy, he ain't opening doors for me. He ain't. Every time we go out, I gotta come out of pocket, and then we go out, and I happen to see you paying for your girl, or you open the door. I'm like, damn, like, why aren't you opening the doors for me? So eventually, when women start to see it, they will begin to feel a certain type of way. So even though it might not affect you directly, it might affect the dude I'm dealing with. I might start questioning him, like, why don't you open doors for me?
Yeah, but see, there's a beautiful phrase. They always say the nice guys finish last, and I believe that ties into the chivalry part.
I don't think that's true.
It is very true. You guys are saying no right now?
It's
I am telling you.
It's a temporary thing.
Right.
It seems that way at this point in time. Because I could say the same thing for females. Like, I could say, for example, you know, damn, why all the dudes talk to her? Because she's pretty, she's dressed half naked, her her butt is always out,
Mhm.
and you know all the guys give her attention. But there's gonna come a day when dudes will look at her like, ew.
She's
And then
gonna
they're
be
gonna-
soon. She'll be used goods, and I mean, you only have that big ass for so long. That body shape will change. And then what are you really working with?
And you guys gotta think, like, females think a lot like men do as well. Like, we're thinking long term, how much qualities is this guy really bringing to the table? So if you're not like opening doors or doing other stuff, I'll agree with you. Like, we as women, we have to set that expectation. So I'm not gonna put all the blame on the guys, because you know, if we're giving this lame guy the same privileges as a soldier, that's an issue. Because only a soldier should get soldier soldier privileges, you know? So I'll take the hit for that.
Thank you for taking the hit.
Okay,
So,
you got your point.
You guys-
I agree to that.
All right, fine. So basically, you know, what you accept is what you allow, basically. So if you want to put up with somebody who's not on the chivalry mode, but if he still treats you like a woman, then if you want him to treat you that way, then you can say, well, can you open the door for me, something like that. But don't.
the guys are gonna set the tone.
Yeah, but that's what I'm gonna say to add on to that. It's like a lot of women are accepting it because the mind frame is beginning to feel like, well, since there's no guys out there that do it,
Right.
I have no choice and to accept it for what it is. But if you start seeing that there are guys out there that do it, we will up our standards.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
What do you think?
I mean, it's not to try to get deep with it, but by doing that, one, you know, you're being a real man. You know, there's nothing wrong with showing your significant other, whether you're on a first date or you're on your 50th date or you've been married for 50 years. You know, you should want to show that person, hey, I got respect for you. And if you are in a relationship, you should want to show that person, hey, I really do care about you, so I'm gonna do these little things. You know,
I understand the little things are needed, but me not opening a door does not mean I do not have the qualities of a good man.
I will just
it's
like
the trend for what to expect from you.
Right.
Like if I see you as a guy,
Go ahead.
but if I see you as a guy and it's like you're not even taking those little minor things to take care of me and to be thoughtful, how can I expect that in the long run you're gonna feel the desire to take care of me in the long run? If you can't open the door for me, why would I expect that you maintain a house for me? Why would I expect that you provide for me when you can't even take the time to open the door for me?
Wow, I can.
no, you
That's
wouldn't open the
amazing.
door.
That is
So
amazing.
you don't open doors at all.
Huh?
You don't open doors at all. For mom, nothing. Grandmother,
No,
nothing.
hold on. If I'm the first one,
Yes.
I will open the door.
And you'll
Because
walk
I'm
through-
not.
No, sorry.
I will open the door and leave the
But
way
if she
and
opens
hold
the
the
door
door.
first, it's a problem for you to go, let me get the door for you.
It's not a problem, but I am not running ahead of her like, let me get the door, watch out. No, I'm not going to do
Why
that.
not?
I'm not gonna. You don't have to run. I'm gonna wait.
You know what? See, to me that's funny because I'll wait right there with you. Like what? No, it depends on the situation. I might be waiting right there with you. Like, what are we waiting for?
So now we're gonna talk. We're gonna get into detail about this. Do you really care if something as simple as opening a door is something you're not willing to do for a female? Do you really care about that female? And if you don't care about
no.
her, why are you with her?
No, see, the problem is that you guys are putting so much weight and value over me turning a doorknob and opening it.
But
for
yeah, I
someone.
wouldn't-
There's way too much.
I agree with him on that.
That is crazy.
I wouldn't equate him not opening a door saying he can't maintain.
No,
Thank you.
And that's
that's the
what
mind
it's
frame.
like.
Like me personally, I'm the type of female. I'll open the door for my man. If I'm at the door first, I don't
Right.
have a problem with
Every now
it.
and again, yeah.
But it's something about a man who
Thinks
feels
you know.
like I'm not gonna let my woman have to do anything. Basically, that's the mentality that I'm kind of thinking of. Like my female shouldn't have to do anything. Hold the door, do anything as long as I'm around. You know what I'm saying? And when I know that he has that mentality, then that means if I'm not on it, he's gonna take care of me regardless. It's not that, oh, you're less of a man because you didn't. I don't think you're less of a man, but it sets that puts my
standards,
mentality
okay.
into a thing like, okay, this is the type of man he is. If he can do these little things for me, he's gonna do bigger and better things for me.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
man.
love how she said mentality, because like you guys, like I feel like men have so much power when it comes to setting that mentality. Like if a female, in my head, right, I go hard for my guy. Like if there's something that he needs, I'm always gonna be there for him. But the minute I feel like that feeling is not reciprocated, I'm gonna start to lose interest. I'm gonna get bored first, and then I'll start to lose interest eventually.
Yeah, you'll withdraw eventually.
You'll
Right.
withdraw eventually, but the
Yeah.
problem is that you're equating that for me opening the door. That's just ridiculous.
No, that's just you being a
Okay,
gentleman
so
point blank. That has
for
nothing to do
example,
with
I am
bills.
still
no,
a
nothing.
gentleman.
You know,
But
what
are we the only ones though? Because you're the one who's stuck on. I refuse to open the door. I'll wait right
yeah.
There will be once in a while I will open the door. I'm not gonna lie, but the fact being I don't do 100 out of 100%. Now you're saying I cannot take care of a household?
No,
That's
it's not
absurd.
that. It's that
Not
it's not in your mind to think that this is what. So basically, what are the small things in a female that sets the thoughts of that female? Like, if, for example, if you go to a female's house and every time you go there, she's offering you takeout and she don't cook.
She don't cook.
You know what I'm saying? You might be like, well, dang, like, do I want to wife her
Do I
and
want
she
to
don't
marry
cook?
this one?
It's
I
not.
would
Take
think
out
that.
for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I would think that.
Yeah, I know that.
She gotta know how to cook, man.
Okay, that's the
I'll
same
eat now all the
thing.
time.
But
Where the groceries at?
It's kind of a
You're
prejudice
crazy.
to that. Like, you know, like, for example, like if you got a female who don't clean, if you go to her
Right.
house and every time you get there's juice stains on the floor and stuff,
Yeah.
you know, like, do I really want to see a future with a female who don't clean? It's not that she's not capable of it, it's that what she's showing you right now
Right.
is going to
Her
determine
mindset.
All right.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we could jump into the next one.
That's a good argument.
No, I think we might have to agree to disagree with that one.
All right.
I
So
think
I got one point.
But
I got
like
one
what we
point.
said before, like what you guys said, if you're not in my situation, you know what I'm saying, my dad not necessarily taught me like this is what you do. He taught me through showing me, you know what I'm saying. He would
Right.
open the door for my mom. He would do little things, and I saw that, and I picked up on that, you know. But at the same time, if Kurt didn't have that example, not necessarily from a father figure, but just that example of how to be chivalrous and doing those gentleman things, then he would know to do it later on in life. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
it's
That's
not
based
the-
on
But see, later on in life, it becomes a choice. Like when you're taught from an earlier stage, it's not really a choice. It
It's
becomes
a
part of
habit,
who
yeah,
you are.
it would-
You know what I'm saying? But if you later on, when you're 20-something years old, you have the conscious decision to, do I want to do it or do I not?
But at the same time, I mean, not to take it even a step further than that, it's almost like, okay, you are of age to know what being chivalry is and
Right.
doing the right thing. Now you have to look at, okay, now it kind of goes back to the female side, because if you're 16, 17, trying to do the nice thing, be a gentleman, open the doors, I guarantee you the average 16, 17-year-old female is going to look at you like, what? Why are you doing
Yeah,
this?
well, in that age range in the teenage years, you don't have to worry about that because that's not something that you do
Well,
to any
no, not
teenager
even
or anything
that.
like that. It's like when you get older, you mature more. Women
Why
don't
can't
have
you do
higher
it?
expectations.
Why can't you do
No,
it?
but
then?
not even
No, but
that.
women don't have. But at that age range, that's not like what they do at that age. But I'm saying, like when you're in your 20s, you know what you kind of want. You should know, and then you like do things to your significant other. You know what's expected of you as being a gentleman. That's all that is.
But
It's
not
not
only
like.
that, like I did say, that it's also something that's not taught to females. So
Yeah,
it's
even
usually
as
a male thing.
16-year-old girl, like if her mother never taught her, like, yo, you need a man that's gonna do X, Y, and Z. Because
Right.
So you're going. Question. So you're going to teach your daughter your man needs to open doors?
no, honestly, no.
I mean, there's other. Hold on,
She
real
can teach her
quick.
sons that. How about that? She can teach her
Hold on,
sons that.
hold on. As I'm getting.
I would.
No, I'm just saying there's so many important.
Here's
Hold on,
the
real
thing.
quick. There's so many important things in a relationship, but yet everyone's focused on the damn door.
It's not the door. It's
It's
what
not-
the door
It's
means.
what it signifies.
Yeah,
and,
it's what it
and not
means.
only that, if let's say you never take the time to think about her door, right? So if you can't open the door, what's gonna make you take the time to think about if she gets sick to feed her?
That's
or
different.
If she,
That's and that is so.
it's
you
an
know,
everyday
that's
practice though.
No, no,
It
no,
might,
that's
it might
different.
be different.
That's
It might
different.
be different, but the thing is that it's a mind. Like I said, it's a mind thing. Like if I feel like you're not even willing to do that small little minor detail for me, then how can I feel like you would be willing to do the bigger things?
So you're going to miss out on a beautiful guy one day.
I
You're
think
going to miss out on a
whoever
great
can
guy.
be trusted with little can be trusted with big.
I'm not saying
Like,
well,
Trust me.
But it's the small things that matter.
Oh,
It's
Well,
like
that's-
it's
that's-
small.
that's crazy.
But even if
Especially
it doesn't,
does.
even if it doesn't end your relationship, it might
Make you
make
think
your
about it.
relationship better. If you can take that initiative. Like
I
I'm
will
not-
do the small things. I do other things, but I will
Other things like what?
huh? I just don't open doors and do feet massage. Those are the two things in life I want. The two things in life I don't like
but
doing.
what
I
are
won't
some
do
of
it.
the other things you do besides that?
I mean, I might pay for it. I would pay for a meal. I can't
That's
think of it.
nowadays.
No, I would pay for a meal. I'll
That's
do the
cool,
little things,
but
you know.
every now and
get to-
again, I'm gonna pay for my man's meal too, and I like to cook. So if you get a girl who likes to cook, and you don't have to pay for meals all the time, then what do you do?
Okay, I was just talking about this earlier. I'm a 4.5-star chef, so I would throw it down in the kitchen. I'm not five yet. I'm serious. I would throw it down in the kitchen. I would make a nice little meal. I
No,
can,
I'm not saying
I can
like
do the small things. Just throw a meal is not one of them.
But he said he's not opening
But
doors
you-
or doing feet.
I'll do doors every once in a while.
I'm not just saying you're a bad dude because you don't open doors.
Right.
Thank you. Now I feel
I
better.
will say
Thank you. I accept your
Like I don't
apology.
like to take out trash or clean the toilet when I have a man. Those are two things I won't do. So I side with you.
But hold on. You said you won't take out the trash
I
or
refuse
clean
to
the
take
toilet?
out trash or
So
clean
if
the
you
bathroom.
have your own house, you don't clean the
Oh,
toilet?
when I'm by myself. Keyword, when I have a man.
Yeah, okay.
When I'm
That's
by
enough.
myself,
I
everything
see.
is taken care of.
So
But
those
when I
are the
have a
chores you
man
won't do.
and- Right, exactly. Those are the two chores I won't do. Now, I'll cook, I'll clean, everything else.
But if you have a
I'll do window.
family, then that means you're still gonna have to clean the toilet.
I'm gonna have a son.
Wait a second.
She got a bad
So because you have a man and you two live together.
I'm just
That's
saying,
over with.
certain people have pet peeves, so I can identify with what he's saying about
Thank you.
feet. I don't care about feet. Like, I'll massage my man's feet. Because at the end of the day, his
That's what it
happiness.
is.
I mean, I do it too if I had to, but I'd rather pay to have somebody else do it.
I
Me, you get it done.
I get
But-
you. So you're just like me then.
Yeah, but I mean, I do it if I had to. Like, let's say if he was sick or something and he was laying in the bed, I'm not gonna let him lay there with crusty feet. Like, I'm gonna pick them suckers off, get them right. You're laying in the bed with me. Like, I'm not gonna let you just lay there. So, I mean, it's not that bad. But when you be looking at corns and bunions, yeah, that's a problem.
No, I know what
So-
Michelle's saying. She's saying that, in her relationship, there's certain things that she hopes her other half would take care
Yeah,
of.
but as a woman, you're picky. And I know some men can not clean the toilet the way I like it clean. So I'm gonna get there.
Well, that's
we gonna
your-
show now.
that's
You guys
We
are-
gonna learn together. But I mean, if you have to, you're gonna take out the trash and clean the toilet. Like, come
Yeah,
on.
but that's,
So you'll
she
let
said
pee crap all over the toilet?
No, but
that's
Thank you.
the problem.
Off topic.
Right. She's
Off
going way
topic.
over there.
Get out of
Like,
here.
if I had to, I would.
All
But
right.
I feel like I shouldn't have to.
Okay.
Because he's there. But I don't understand the whole door thing, because if you really love her, like, it's the image you're setting for the next generation too. I understand the
But don't limit it to
I
the
can go to
door.
the nail salon.
I know,
Don't
there's other
limit it
things
to the
too
door.
that are involved with
It's just
sugar
other
now.
things, like,
Thank you.
like
There's
even
other
so,
things.
like taking out the trash. To me, that's a chivalry thing. Like when I have even,
Right.
if you're dating and you have you're at your lady friend's house, if you see our trash is full, to me, it's manly to say, "I got that. Where did the trash
Okay.
go?"
All right. So, question.
dig that.
With
I
that
dig
being
that.
said, and almost on the verge of chivalry, how do you guys feel about women making their first move, paying for dates, doing things of that nature?
I'll comment on that first.
Go ahead.
Okay, I don't have no problem paying for a meal.
Mm-hmm.
But when we go out to eat or whatever like that, let me see if you offer first. Like, don't sit there while we're eating, enjoying our meal.
You saying on the first date or in general?
In general, I'm gonna say, okay, and then you slide the bill over to me, because that's happened to me before. Now, I'm gonna tell you this. Now, whenever I go on any date, I have my money. Because if you're broke behind, don't have the money, I'll pay for mine and leave you there. Just because you did that. Now, if you told me before we got there that you didn't have the money, that's a different story. But when you sit there and expect of me to always pay, that's a problem.
I see it hit a nerve. How do you feel?
Yes, you did.
It hit a nerve.
That was personal.
Right.
Yes.
That came
Bro.
from my heart.
What you think, my man?
Nah, I have to. It's 50-50.
You're 50-50.
I have no problem paying, and then I would hope though at the same time if I'm paying on certain occasions that other person would pay too. So
How about making the first move? If you were first going on a date, would you pay or offer to pay, or would you allow it to?
it depends on the situation. Majority of the time, I most likely will pay for the first date, but you know, there have been occasions where she was like, "Yo, I got this." I'm like, "Hey, that's what's up." There will be.
I think if she approached him and she's the first one to show her interest, part of showing your interest is being willing to pay for a date.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I personally don't have a problem. I've made the first move before. I've asked guys for their numbers and things like that. So I don't have a problem with it. I think actually some guys like it. So
Yes, we do. Yes,
we
go get what you
lay
want.
down, head
Yeah.
slowly.
I finally get to date you and you're gonna pay.
Right? Never be there. So I don't have a problem with it.
Go ahead.
I have a problem with it.
You have a
I know I'm
problem
gonna
with
get
it.
shot for this, but seriously, I think that. Well, here's the thing. I don't have a problem to the extent where I think a guy should pay every single time. Like if I was dating a guy, I would, almost expect him to pay, but I would purposely go and make sure I paid for some of them so he knows that it's not just all on him. Because I know
Okay.
that's like financially strenuous. But at the same time, I like a lot of home cooked meals, so the odds of him having to pay a lot are slimmer.
Okay. All right, that makes sense. I mean, me personally, I don't mind a woman making the first move. Go get what you want. That's a good thing. Like,
Yeah.
you got to be a go-getter.
Right.
I mean, I'll try to pay for. Yeah, I will pay for the first meal. That's not a big deal.
How about the second and third?
Mm-hmm.
When's that first meal at?
Huh?
That first meal.
See,
That was
flames.
just
No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Just joking.
He's on the plate.
Get that bone up special.
Hey, I like flames, okay?
So, do you guys? I know she said she makes the first move. You guys will go get a guy, ask for his number if you see a guy out there that you're interested in.
Honestly, no, for me. I mean,
No, for
I don't
me,
know. I haven't
Why
done it.
not?
I don't feel comfortable doing it sometimes, so I don't think I can do it.
Why? You're shy.
Yeah, I
You're,
think I'm shy.
but
But I think guys feel the same way too. I
I
think
think I
we
am.
overrate them in that department. Like, not all guys are big-headed egos. Like, yeah, I got that. Let me go. No, like I think sometimes we forget. Like, they need their ego.
That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you.
I won't pursue, but I like being pursued. I'm an aggressive female. I like aggressive men. So it's hard for me to like go after a guy. I'll compliment, but then I'll run.
So you're waiting for the chick.
Yeah, I kind of enjoy it.
But see, I think you can get the chase too. Like, if I go out, get your interest sparking, then you come chasing.
The
Like,
skirt is gonna spark his interest. Right, skirt.
So do you look at women differently if they go ahead and make the first move?
No, not at all. You know, hey, you saw me. I probably didn't see you. I would have came. You know, like that's how I look at it. Like if a girl approaches me, that just means I wasn't looking. But she saw me though, so it all works out. Because eventually I would have seen you, and eventually I would have came over. You just saw me first. That's cool. You know, I mean, I'm not gonna be big headed about it, but hey, it feels good to have the opposite sex come to me like, yo, you look good. You know, because I know, I mean, ladies hear it a lot. But at those certain occasions, when you hear that, that makes you feel good. Like, well,
Yeah.
he came over here and he said, I look good.
and
You
just
know?
like initially as well, like to add on with that, just like throughout relationships, I think, as women, we always expect him to tell us we're beautiful or you look good or something, but we don't reciprocate that. So I think, me personally, I like to tell my man, I like him to have a big head about his female. Like, hey, my girl.
Yeah,
That's a
You know what I'm saying? Like,
That is a good
he's
point.
gonna
Oh,
keep
that
his
is
distance
good.
because he knows.
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah,
saying
make you
it's
feel
hard
like-
for me as
No,
well.
I know that. I'm just saying that there's not that many women that say that to their man. But then when you have another female that's out there telling your man he look good, you get mad because your man's in her face.
I like that.
Do that. You know what I'm
I like
saying?
Hit it dead on. That's real though. That's
Yeah.
real. Like,
That's true.
think about it. Valentine's Day, we gotta go out, get you, if you like chocolates, get you chocolates, buy you roses, and because it's Valentine's Day, there's gonna be that back to the who's paying for food. You
Yeah.
expect we're gonna go to a nice restaurant, you're going to pay for all that, and that's no problem. But at the same time, hey, Valentine's Day's here.
Did I get a
Yeah.
gift?
I didn't say no like roses, but hey, you know what I'm saying? What you get me? I like chocolate. You know what I'm saying? Give me a Snickers bar. You know, give me a little bag of
Well,
candy.
she's when she's not selfish, she should bring you something to
That's
return.
exactly.
But
You know?
real
Exactly.
talk, I'm gonna take this opportunity. I know this is off subject, but I feel like sometimes, ladies, we need to do a better job with Father's Day. Because Mother's Day, everybody goes all out. We look shopped in a mug, and then Father's Day comes, and we got on sweats and a freaking t-shirt. Like, like that's not cool either.
I'm still waiting for my first,
I like that.
potential Father's
All
Day
out.
gift. That's
I
what
like
I want.
that.
I don't got kids yet, but I want
When you
potential
walk up
Father's
to
Day
kids out,
gift.
you
Nah, I
let me
want-
know.
that's what I would like.
Mother's Day. How about that? So we're here together.
I like that. I
Okay.
like
That reminds
I
me
like
of a
that.
joke because, like, on Father's Day, I walk up to guys. I'm like, "Happy Father's Day" to everybody because it covers like the guys that are and the guys that aren't, and they'll be like, "I'm not a father." I'm like, "You want to be?" It's a joke. I don't mean it.
You see?
You said you like that.
Some dudes like, word?
Right?
I mean, shoot.
My car's right here.
Nah, that's scary.
You make sure you stay to the right dude.
Right, right, very selective.
I got 20 minutes.
Oh, God.
All right.
No, I just say it to make them smile. Like, really.
All right, so we're all in agreement that females could always make the first move. They could go ahead and jump and get what they actually like. We're all in agreement to that. Good. All right. So, and we also do agree that a guy is supposed to. They have to live with that old standards, paying for. I mean, it is what it is. Old standards. I don't got a problem with
Make
it.
it sound like a stale piece of bread. No.
It is a little old. We have to progress and upgrade, but that's a difference.
And
A
it's
classy
classy.
move of paying for the first date, right? And I guess we all do agree that chivalry is kind of on life support, you could say.
Yes.
I mean, it needs to be brought
It's
back.
coming back.
It does.
It's coming back.
It
I'm
should be
seeing
more.
more and more guys do it.
What part of Boston?
But you know what happens?
I'm just asking. What part of Boston?
in Dorchester, like
Okay.
like you know what I see. It takes like the really good dudes to start doing it, and then
Now
it,
that I'm not good now because.
Oh my
you
God.
are good. You are good. But what I'm
No,
saying,
I got it.
no, you're one of the persons I'm talking about. Like if you started doing it,
Oh,
because
if I started doing it.
well,
right.
well, here's the thing. If
We
you,
have that.
if you started doing it, imagine how many men look up to you. Like, not directly. They don't be like, yo, I think you're the greatest man in the world. But there's a lot of younger dudes that look up to you.
Yeah, I see what you're
So
saying.
you start doing it, and then it just spreads.
I'll trickle on. Okay.
Right.
To add to that, I mean, it also goes back into what Pietro was saying earlier. It also goes into the mindset. You know, if you're willing to put those macho, man codes to the side and actually, have
Exactly.
respect for the female you're with or women in general, and opening that door will kind of put you on the path to be like, yo, I mean, you might not get gratification out of just opening the door, but on a subconscious level, you're becoming a better person because now, like she was saying, you will start to think about the little things and how you can improve on certain areas,
So.
and then, well, not to cut you off, but then, like she was saying, little guys is looking up to you. They're like, oh snap. He took the time. I looked up to my pops. You know what I'm saying? That's where I learned it from.
And other
So-
women are watching you too. Like even if that chick doesn't say anything, when I see him walking down the street, I'm looking at him like, yo, that's a good dude.
All right,
Like,
so
and I'm not even in the picture.
I'm actually going to take this to heart. No, I mean, I'm going to call a couple of my friends after this. We're going to talk about new ways we can bring back chivalry back in Boston, Mattapan, Dorchester, and Roxbury. We're going to do that. So I believe that, we do have to wrap up. So we do have the truth being told on chivalry and the rules of dating. All right.